Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Corsola and Cursola. I've just gone for one set on Cursola. Basically I have made a separate video for this and this doesn't cover I'll try that again. It doesn't cover Cantonian Corsola, at least I don't remember covering it, but it does cover Galarian Corsola and it does cover Cursola as well. So if you want to go check that out, there is a card up in the corner that you can go and have a look at and it will take you to that video and you will see a few more different varieties of sets for Pokemon. Okay, so whilst I'm doing a bit of plugging still, if you could please like this video and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel out and I really appreciate it. It just really helps. One, to keep me motivated, and two, to help the videos actually have good standings. I've noticed lately that we've kind of dropped off on the impressions that I'm getting, and if I get more likes, it hopefully should improve that. So that's the reasoning for it. But today, first set we're going for is Corsola. Now, Corsola's got access to a new move in the Isle of Armor update. It is the Meteor Beam move, which is a very powerful Rock-type move, based on 130 power, I think? 120 power, and accuracy of 90%. So it does have the chance to miss, but honestly, it is such a good move. Basically, I can't talk. I combine this with the Power Herb. The Power Herb allows for you to turn 2 move turns into 1 turn moves. So you've got the Meteor Beam raising up your special attack on the first turn, but then the Power Herb activates and your Meteor Beam fires off straight away. So you don't have to wait for that second turn to be able to actually start doing damage. And with things like Corrosive Gas, Poltergeist, and Knockoff being so prevalent in the meta game, honestly, having no item can actually be quite beneficial for you. But once you've got that, you've then got a +1 in your special attack. If you're ever feeling risky, you can always try and go for the +2, but that is a little bit risky. We've got Recover, which allows you to heal yourself back up. Hydro Pump, which is a powerful water-type attack. It's a variety of different Pokemon for a fair amount of damage, obviously boosted by Stab. And then I've gone for Earth Power, just because Earth Power will cover a few more different things. Things like Steel types, which are neutral against you. Things like Fire types as well. You've just got a bit of coverage there, as you've already got the Rock type Meteor Beam doing so much damage, as it's boosted by Stab as well. Ability-wise, Corsola's best ability is probably Regenerator, meaning you can switch it out, regain a third of your health, and then switch it back in. Obviously, with Meteor Beam, that does make things a little bit more awkward, but it can allow for Corsola to come in, potentially live a hit, because it has really nice defenses, and just either set it up again or just be able to do some damage. Now, also having access to Natural Cure is really good, because if you get Toxic, you can then switch out, and you've got Hustle as well, which if you go for a physical attack, which obviously if you're going for your physical set on Corsola, you are probably going to need Hustle on there to increase up your attack a little bit. EVs are for max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Now, this could work very well in a Trick Room scenario. I think it would be a quiet nature if you was to go for it. Let me just double check it. Yeah, it'd be a quiet nature if you was to go for a Trick Room scenario. Honestly, it works so well because, of course, the speed is very low, like 95 speed when it's on a minus speed nature, so that can work very nicely for you as well. Moving on to the second Corsola we have, I have decided to go for a Curse Corsola, and again with that Hustle increasing your attack up by 1.5 times, meaning that you do have an okay attack stat by the end of it all, and Curse obviously allowing you to raise up your attack and your defense. Leftovers is on here to allow you to make sure you're healing up, because honestly you need that. If you don't want to get Hustle, I'd recommend potentially going for Natural Cure, because if you get burnt, you can then switch out and switch back in, or even Regenerator could work for you as well, but it's up to you what you go for. On here, I've gone for Curse. Now, Curse allows, as I said, you to raise up your attack and your defense by 1 stage. You could always go for a Brave Nature on here and minus down your speed if you wanted to go for like a Trick Room scenario again, where you're getting slower each turn. Move-wise, I've gone for Earthquake, powerful ground-type attack, hits a variety of different Pokemon. Stone Edge, powerful rock-type attack, boosted by Stab, and again, hits a lot of different things. And finally, Liquidation, which is obviously powerful water-type attack, boosted by Stab, and also has the chance to lower the defense of the opposing Pokemon by 20%, so obviously that's quite handy as well. EVs go for max HP and max attack with an Adamant Nature, some more attack, less special attack, or you go for a Brave Nature if you wanted to. That is entirely up to you. And then 4 EVs in special defense. Now, you could always replace one of the moves on here with Recover if you wanted to have that reliable recovery whilst you're setting up your cursors, but that is entirely up to you, and it's entirely your choice on what you decide to do. Moving on to the first set for Galarian Corsola. Now, Galarian Corsola is a very, very good Pokemon. Base 100 in its defense and its special defense, meaning that it can live a lot of different hits. It's got access to things like Will-O-Wisp, Stealth Rocks, Strength Sap, Giga Drain, all those kind of handy moves there as well. It's got Weak Armor as one of its abilities. So if physical attack hits this, the defense is lowered by 1, the speed is raised by 2, so you can end up starting to outspeed different Pokemon. Then you've also got Curse Body. Curse Body is this Pokemon was hit by attack, 30% chance to disable that move, which honestly can come in handy. I've had that happen a few times with me with Galarian Corsola, and it's kind of put me in a bad situation. Move-wise, we've got Carmine. Carmine allows for you to raise up your special attack and your special defense by 1 stage each time you use it, which allows Galarian Corsola to become even more tanky and increase up its special attack as well, meaning it should be able to eventually sweep. Item-wise, I would always recommend going for Eviolite on Galarian Corsola because those base 100 defenses plus an Eviolite means that it's going to be very difficult to get through. It's a very scary Pokemon unless you have something that is very specific to deal with it. Giga Drain, powerful grass type attack. It can heal yourself up. You can get some health back. Now, if you want to go for Strength Sap instead to get the get the attack lowered of the opposing Pokemon, you can definitely go for that as well. Especially if you've got something like a Guts Kinkelder, that could be very scary. But if it does no knockoff, I'm not sure if that would be a one-hit KO, so you'd have to run the calcs on that. Earth Power, powerful ground type attack, boosted by stab. It hits a lot of different Pokemon for a good amount of damage. And finally, Shadow Ball for a strong stab ghost type attack. I'm not sure if it learns Nightshade. Let me just have a quick look. It does learn Nightshade, so if you're not wanting to go for any like attacking moves per se, you could go for Nightshade here to allow you to just do a set amount of damage each turn. Eevee's got max HP and max defense with a bold nature, so more defense, less attack, and 4 EVs in special attack. Now, the reason I've gone for the max defense is because that allows you to be really tanky on the defensive side, and then when you're setting up your Carmines, you become even more tanky on your special side. So that was kind of my thinking there. You could always go max HP, max special attack if you want to work more on the sweeping version of this set, but it is entirely up to you what you decide to go for. The next Galarian Corsola we have is Will-O-Wisp. Now, it's supported set again. We've got Weak Armor. Again, you could go for Curse Body. It's up to you. Will-O-Wisp on here. Will-O-Wisp burns any physical Pokemon, which obviously makes them a lot less of a problem. It halves their attack power. Now, with your super high defense and your Eviolite there, you're not going to take much damage from them after they have been burnt. Then you've got Hex, which Hex does double power on the Pokemon that have been Will-O-Wisped, so that can do a lot of damage to them because obviously that double power. You've got Strength Sap, as I said earlier, it allows you to bring down the attack power of the opposing Pokemon. Obviously, if you want to go for a Genki Drain or something, you can go for that. And then finally, Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock allows you to set up hazards to stop Pokemon from being switching in and out as much as possible because once Stealth Rocks are set up, or once hazards are set up, honestly, it limits the amount that you can actually switch in and switch out, so it can work very nicely for you. Eevee's got max HP and max special defense with a calm nature, so more special defense, less attack, and 4 EVs in special attack. You could go for max HP, max defense if you wanted to just be a defensive wall, but it is entirely up to you what you decide to go for. And finally, I've decided to go for a very similar version of the Meteor Beam set with Cursola. So obviously I went through that original Corsola set with Meteor Beam. First turn raises the special attack, second turn you get the attack off, but you get the power herb, so it all does it in one turn. We've got Weak Armor as our ability here. Now, as your defense is lowering, you'll increase up your speed by 2 stages. Now, that could work quite nicely for you. Perish Body is kind of, you know, is a bit of a problem sometimes. Like, it is good in certain scenarios, but if you're raising up Cursola's attack through the Meteor Beam, then the Perish Body just becomes kind of redundant, because then you're basically only going to have 3 turns as a maximum with your setup attack. So honestly, I would say Weak Armor works better in this scenario. If you skill swap something else onto it, then that could actually work out really cool, but I can't think of an ability off the top of my head that would be super amazing. Maybe like Fur Coat or something that would double the defense. I think that would be really cool on Cursola. Can't remember the names, but that would be really cool if you could get on there. Obviously, I don't know if that's possible. Obviously, in singles, it's not. So, move-wise, we've got Meteor Beam, as I said, raises up the special attack by 1 stage. We've got Earth Power, which is a powerful ground-type attack. It's a variety of different Pokemon. Not boosted by Stab, sorry. We've got Shadow Ball, which is boosted by Stab and hits a lot of Pokemon. Generally, I think Shadow Ball hits most things for neutral damage, except for Dark types and normal types. I think those are the only types. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure those are the only types that don't take neutral or super effective damage from Shadow Ball. And then finally I went for Hydro Pump, just because Hydro Pump's a really cool move, and it's very powerful. EV's gone for max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. Again, this is a really, really good one to have in Trick Room. It's got really good special attack, but not very good defense. Special defense, sorry, but it's not got very good physical defense. So having it in the Trick Room can mean that hopefully it'll be able to live a few more hits. So having that quiet nature could work for you as well. Anyways, that is all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here. So have a good one, and I'll see you soon.